baby.
Welcome to the One Bar in Lupaga Show, your daily source for everything Minnesota Vikings.
All right, we are horned up. We are live. It is Wednesday. It sucks some damn Vikings.
This is the first horned up since we hit the 16K mark. So everybody, I've seen some congratulations in the comments. And I think Monamita was referencing the video we did when we hit 500. Hello, One Bar and Lupagus with the big knockers, because I was shirtless, and they are big.
Yeah, huge. Yeah, 16K. Appreciate all the subs along the way. Let's get 20, baby. We got Lord Duncan in the house, Julian Marker, Joni, LS Gregor, hot damn Tokyo Skull, OKC.
Davey whipping out the length of his chains. We got Gare Bear here as well. Been a minute since we've seen Gare Bear. He always kind of sneaks in every now and then.
Gare Bear, I got a text from Gare Bear. I think it was yesterday morning. It was a great way to wake up. Way to wake up.
I hope he said good morning.
No, Gare Bear doesn't say good morning. He says other stuff, and I appreciated that. Gary, good to see you, man. Yes, we are talking some Vikings offseason. We're going to be doing a mock draft as you guys come on in. So saddle up. Just did NFC North Roundtable. Chris O. Can always count on him doing a super chat. Basically, just say F the Packers, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's beautiful. Fork and Skull, what's going on, man?
Yeah, this is also the first horned up since the Kwesi firing. We have no GM at the moment. We have Rob Brzezinski taking on that role. But yeah, just a crazy week since we're last on horned up.
Yes, it is. There he is. Chris So, one more I need the hat. Yeah. Every time you comment on this hat, I'm pretty sure it's just on shop NFL shop.
I don't know. He thinks it's somewhere real special. So.
I feel like Chris O, I owe you just to send you a damn hat.
Deplorable.
Love the uptick. Yeah, we've been hot and heavy. Heavy.
Yeah.
Jalen Stroman.
Yeah, and you know what? Sounds like he wants to take us bowling. So we could just do a live stream of us bowling with Jalen Stroman. He'll smoke us.
You know, I feel like if the Vikings actually get him, he's projected anywhere from like round 3 to round 6. He's definitely getting drafted. Mm-hmm. I can see him being a guy that gets drafted sooner than people expect. If that happens, we will gladly drive down to the cities and go bowling with him. I think he would do it.
I think he would too. He seems to be a man of his word. This is the real thing. Chris Otis wants you to give him your hat. Thank you, Connie. I'm sure you're wearing a nice blouse as well. Appreciate that very much. Jerry, he wants Scott Studwell as our general manager.
No, uninterested. If it was 15 years ago, absolutely. I used to love him in the draft room. He was very good. But no, I don't want him.
Stood there, didn't say much, but he said a lot behind the scenes. Yeah, thank you, Vic Ryder, on that. Appreciate that very much. We got 75
40,000. I don't know what that means.
I think he's on top of Mount Kilimanjaro is where he is.
Hell of a mountain. Let's do this. Let's talk some damn Vikings. Let's get right into this puppy. Like I said, we're going to be doing a mock draft. We're going to talk some quarterbacks. We're going to talk some draft crushes, some free agent crushes, some news, some top comments. Let's start off with the top comments. What do we got? I haven't even looked at them.
Yeah, let's hop into here. I got one here from Musty Insane. What is the threshold? Unless that's Mailbag. I'm sorry. Let me get the top comments. All right, here we go. Bradley Steffen. You guys are ridiculous. They're not moving on from JJ. Also, you say they were trying out Wentz over him. The guy was hurt.
We're trying out Wentz?
Trotting him out.
Oh,
there,
all right. Hold on. Who is this from?
Bradley Steffen.
Bradley, I'm sorry. You gotta give me that one more time. That was quick.
Bradley says we are ridiculous. They are not moving on from JJ McCarthy. Also, you say they were trotting out Wentz over him. The guy was hurt. Ridiculous fools.
Well, let me start with this. We did a video after, so we did a JJ McCarthy video, and we basically said what we think they'll do, what they should do, whatever. I feel like we came off based off the comments that we feel like we're just done with JJ McCarthy, move on from him, do whatever. And you can chime in if I'm wrong here, but I think our message was more so if they did big trade, like a Burrow or something crazy like that, like you might as well throw him in because he's not going to see the field anyways. But like where I stand, and I think where you stand, is basically like we don't want to give up on him. We're all for bringing him back, competing. He's still young. He still needs at least another year to see what they have in him. But he needs real competition. I think we all agree on that. We're not giving up on him, but he needs competition.
No, that's what we said. But we also said a change of senior might be best for everybody involved too. Like it might be better for McCarthy, might be better for the Vikings. So it goes both ways. I mean, you throw him in a big deal. Maybe he just needs this fresh start. Maybe he needs that for himself. But now things are coming out after we did that video about, like, you know, KOC did want him. It was his guy. He was willing to trade up for him. Kwesi didn't want to have to do that. So I think some nuggets came out after that. Maybe we would have spun our opinion just a little bit, at least from the move on part.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't want to just give him away.
No,
like, the only way we're moving on from him, just like best of both worlds, is if we have that starter that at day one we know is going to be the starter. If we're going to bring in a Kirk Cousins or if we're going to bring in a Mac Jones, I want JJ McCarthy here. I want him competing. He's too damn young. It's too early. We're going to know after this year if it's like, okay, bye-bye.
Yeah. And hopefully he can stay healthy because I don't want another year of not knowing. If he's hurt again, then I think you move on anyway. You have to at that point. Tom White, 4963, says this. Kwesi drafted BYU quarterback Jaron Hall, who is throwing to Puka Nacua, who was drafted 8 picks after Hall. Hall was throwing to Puka. How did he miss Puka? That should get him fired. He literally shouted right there. That's why I raised my voice.
He's already fired. He's gone.
But it was interesting that he actually brought up the Puka point, like another miss that Kwesi could have had. I mean, a lot of teams missed on Puka over and over again, but I didn't even realize that was a true thing that happened. We took Puka's quarterback and not the receiver he was throwing to.
There was 180 picks or whatever before that. You want to pick on Kwesi, go nuts, but pick on the other 31 GMs in the league. Puka, whatever. I'm more concerned that he took Jaron Hall than the fact that he didn't take Puka. So, like, that's not even relevant. That's not even relevant. If this was, no, I'm not even talking about it.
I'm glad I know this little nugget now. I didn't realize we took Jaron Hall in front of Puka. So I appreciate knowing.
Everybody passed on him. Everybody passed. You can look at every draft. Everybody passed on this guy. Everybody did pass on that guy.
Red-tailed Hawk is 6 Minnesota. This crazy offseason just delayed necessity. In 2022, after overhauling the front office and coaching staff, the Vikings became the first team in NFL history to run back the exact same roster. The competitive rebuild, instead of cleaning house, they kept Kirk and invented the competitive rebuild. Clean house this time. Do it right.
I don't know. I think as long as we have the Wilfs, I don't know if that's in their blood. I don't know if they – I looked up their ages, Mark and Ziggy. I believe Mark's like 65 and Ziggy's like 74. I don't know if they want to tear it down. I don't know if they feel like they have enough time to tear it down. So I don't know.
Lord Duncan's in the house. He's already flirting with us with his new locks. It was interesting because he brought up the competitive rebuild. Like, that was a Viking, that was a Kwesi phrase. I do think he kind of started that whole thing. As far as the cleaning house this time, like, it's not going to happen. It would happen after next year with new GMs here. You're not going to clean house without a new GM here.
I don't know. I mean, maybe. I don't know what to expect. This is uncharted territory.
I don't think they're going to do that. You're not going to tear it down until you hire a new GM. He has to be part of that.
It depends on the definition of tearing it down. Like, what's your definition of tearing it down? Nobody's getting rid of Justin Jefferson other than him. Other than like the Donovan Jackson, the Will Fries, the Christian Darrisaw's, like I think a lot of stuff's on the table.
Well, I guess what could, if the new GM is in place and the Vikings are 1-6 at the trade deadline, then you can start seeing some assets being shipped out, and I think that's where you'd start seeing the tear it down happen, where you're shipping guys who can help other teams in order to save some cap space. So I think we would see it then, and the new GM would have a role in that. Otherwise, I think it's like pair the roster and make one push here. And if it fails, then I think you start tearing it back down.
Yeah, Boz Daddy. I'm on Boz Daddy's side. I don't think there will ever be a rebuild under the Wills. Ever.
All right, we got one here. J Tent V. Keep mocking the wrong Jaguars cornerback. LOL. He is laughing out loud. Newsome is buns and has been buns since his rookie season. Monteric Brown, if he hits open market, should be the Jaguars cornerback we target. He's actually good, but they'll probably resign him.
I don't know who that is.
I've heard the name. I don't think
I've never heard that name in my life. It sounds like a Madden name. What is it?
No, Monteric Brown. Monteric Brown.
I guess I should have looked at this sooner. I don't know who that is. I don't want him.
Well, he says Newsome is buns and has been buns. Apparently, must watch a lot of Jaguars football to know this. Anybody in the comments, if you're familiar with Monteric Brown, let us know what you think of this character. But J10 TV's big Monteric Brown fan.
Well, here, I'll say this. The reason I talk about Greg Newsome so much is that he's not going to cost a ton, and he can play anywhere in the secondary. I mean, he can play inside, he can play outside. But the main thing with him is he's not like cornerback one. Nobody wants to sign Greg Newsome as CB1 and maybe not even CB2, but like he can play multiple spots for probably like $8 to $9 million. I don't know who Monteric Brown is.
I'll tell you. He's 6 foot, 190. He was a 7th round pick in 2022 NFL draft.
What round?
He was a 7th rounder.
Oh, if they said second, I was going to say, man, I should really know who this guy is.
29 starts, 24 passes defensed, 166 tackles. The dude can tackle. He's got 3 career interceptions. Sounds like he's not buns.
Appreciate that, buddy. He says you can't tear a team down by ridding yourself of core players and expect good things. You're absolutely right. Yeah, I guess Monteric Brown, I guess I'll have to do some research on that. But, I mean, the main thing I take away from this is Greg Newsome isn't coming in to be the savior. He's a role player.
Yeah, he's a depth piece.
I wouldn't say he's buns, but maybe close to buns.
Yeah, this guy called them buns twice, so that's a lot of buns. It's a lot of carbs. Petty with love. I knew this was coming as soon as Ryan Roberts spat this line out of his mouth, but he called Harrison Smith a borderline Hall of Famer. So Petty with love said, borderline Hall of Famer's ultimate disrespect to the hitman.
Oh, no. I don't think Petty with Love's going to like my comment.
I think he's a surefire. And Ryan kind of, I called him out on it when he said it, and he kind of said, well, I didn't want to, I'm a big Notre Dame. He runs a Notre Dame page, too, so he didn't want us like a Notre Dame, all the colors bleeding out of him there. But, yeah, I knew when he said it, we were going to get some comments.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say he's a surefire Hall of Famer by any means. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. But yeah, I would love for him to be in the Hall of Fame. I'm just looking this up right now. Top cornerbacks not in the Hall of Fame. Rodney Harrison's not in the Hall of Fame. Darren Woodson's not in the Hall of Fame. Joey Browner deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. There's a lot of players that have played very good at this safety position that never got there.
Yeah, but I mean, we all think he'll get there someday. I mean, if Belichick doesn't get in first time, maybe Harrison Smith won't. He'll get in someday. He'll get in.
I hope so.
All right. You want to do some news?
Yeah, I mean, there is only one thing of news, right?
Well, there's the big one. And obviously, that's, Kwesi being fired. Unless you're living under a rock or in a cave, or out in the woods or out in the bush for a week, Kwesi is no longer a general manager.
Yeah, I mean, this is old news at this point, but let's talk about it, especially in the comments. Let us know how you're feeling. Like Kwesi, Gonzo, biggest questions are the timing of it, the fact that they're not going to hire a GM until after the draft. A lot of questions, but here's what's funny is Kwesi was fired, and love him or hate him, his record during the GM, he was 43-25. And the big issue is 0 playoff wins, but a GM that gets fired when he's 43-25, that just shows that the Wilfs are not fucking around. They are not messing around. They want a damn Super Bowl and they want it now.
Yeah, and they want to. They need to win. They're sick of being the team that gets there, that gets close, that can't get over the hump. And you start seeing, other teams in your division make runs, or you start seeing guys that were on your team join teams that are playing for the Super Bowl. I mean, it's got to be tough for them to see this. And again, I do think the Sam Darnold making it did have something to do with the timing. Maybe they're like, okay, fine, we'll roll with Kwesi for one more year and grind this thing out. And they saw that and said, no, screw it. We got to get rid of this guy. But to me, there was something very sneaky in this press release that the Wilfs let out there. I'm going to read it here. So they're talking about Rob Brzezinski taking over. They say, Rob brings tremendous credibility and experience, understands our roster, and has the ability to build consensus and rely on the expertise of our personnel and coaches. To me, that's a huge tell how this thing might run consensus with the personnel and the coaches. Like maybe Kwesi was going on his own. You know, they had their board. This is the guy I want. If they're truly going to listen and build that consensus, I do think the coaches are going to have a lot of say this year in who gets selected in the draft.
Well, yeah, I mean, the reports coming out basically said that Kwesi was kind of doing his own thing, not really getting buy-in and doing his own thing. So yeah, what you said doesn't surprise me one damn bit. I mean, I think the nail in the coffin for Kwesi was what was coming out was basically Kevin O'Connell said JJ McCarthy isn't ready, and Kwesi said, I don't care, you're playing him. Like that is his nail in the coffin. You can put that on top of everything else, the Lewis scenes, the shitty draft picks, the shitty trades, but this was his record probably could have been 103, whatever it was. But like the fact that he just died on this hill, which it sounds like he did, was it. I mean, they could have easily. The Sam Darnold thing to me it's not that big of a deal. It really isn't. I mean, the fact that he made the Super Bowl isn't a big deal. The fact that they didn't re-sign him or just push to just do whatever they can to bring him back is a big deal. But I don't care if he made the Super Bowl because we're not the same team as the Seahawks.
You don't care, but the Wilfs sure as hell care. That was a guy.
Well, I know, no. I'm just saying, like, it probably put a lot of salt in the wound. But if Sam Darnold is on this team, nobody realistically can say, like, yeah, we're playing the Patriots in a week.
No, you don't know. The defense was playing lights out, but you don't know how it's all going to play out. But I do think it definitely triggered the Wilfs, no doubt about it. But there's so many things that came about Kwesi, and staying in his office, the door closed, not interacting with anybody, taking the paternity leave, the bad drafts, the bad trades. There were so many things, and apparently, maybe kind of going rogue on some of these players. Look at the Caleb Evans pick, the Ty Felton pick. Like nobody else had these players ranked where Kwesi is taking them. We try to support it when we see the picks made. Oh, they know more than we do. I don't know if Kwesi did. Like, I don't think his analytical style really didn't translate to good players. He didn't draft a single Pro Bowler.
Sam Darnold being in the Super Bowl was big. Sorry, one bar. KOC is on the hot. Oh yeah, no, KOC is on the hot seat. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, I mean, the stuff that's coming out afterwards, I think is just kind of lame. Like whoever's leaking this stuff, I don't give a shit if you took 2 weeks off to have his kid or whatever. Like that to me, like I can see why other GMs and I mean NFL players, NFL front offices are a different breed. They probably were like, what the hell? But like it's all about the drafts. It's all about the fact that he spent $350 million on a free agent class that was absolute dick. That's what it comes down to me. He could have took 3 months off. It doesn't matter. It's about the guys he brought in, and it's too bad. It's too bad. The guy's getting absolutely throttled in the media right now for some of the dumb shit that he's done, and he's got to live with it. But it's down to wins and losses, wins in the playoffs, and not blowing money of your owners.
And you don't care the fact that there's the Kwesi and KOC are still good pals.
They probably are.
That was something that came out too. Like,
well, I know, but you can't believe anything right now. Like, I honestly don't give two shits if they're friends, if they're texting tomorrow, whatever. It's all made up. It's all BS. Even when they did, somebody else put this out there, but when they did their end of the year press conference and they did it separately, you knew something was up. Mm-hmm. Even the post video that I don't know if you were on, I remember doing it. I'm just like, that's just weird. That doesn't normally happen. You could tell something was up. I didn't think he was getting fired, but you could tell that something was definitely off.
Yep. And definitely got handsome Adam in the house. Been a while there. And him and Gary were saying hi to each other in the comments. I have a feeling they're in the same room, just pretending to interact over the internet.
Playing a little tummy sticks, guaranteed.
Sure tummy stick. Let's jump into the mailbag here. Open up the sack and see what we got. Musty Insane 166. What is the threshold KOC has to clear for him to keep his job for 2027?
I think we did this one last week. Good question. Playoff win. We both agreed.
Yeah, it's a little different now, but yeah, I think he has to get that playoff win for him. And I saw some people flipping
playoff wins.
I did, but that was with Kwesi here too, in the same regime, the same way. Now I think things are changing a little bit, and I did see somebody make the point like maybe the Wilfs siding with KLC just shows more support for him. They really believe in him. They have their guy. So I'm gonna step back and change it, and I do think one playoff win will probably get them here for 27.
Yeah, and it comes down to me as far as, it sounds like it was going back and forth for a little bit, but reports, it sounds like KOC was definitely on board with the McCarthy pick. Mm-hmm. So to me, again, this comes back to how does McCarthy play and a playoff win? Is McCarthy a complete bust? Does he not start? Is it Mac Jones? Is it somebody weird like that? If McCarthy doesn't play and let's say Mac Jones lead us to a playoff win, I think that definitely changes it. If JJ McCarthy goes out there and let's say McCarthy comes out, gets us to the playoffs, but we lose, I don't think KOC is going anywhere. So it changes expectations. If KOC or if JJ McCarthy shows a huge stride this year, but the Vikings still lose in the playoffs, I think he's safe. I think they love KOC. I really do.
I think they do. Yeah, thank you, Chris, very much. All right, let's get Greg. No, let's go Greg Kremer. Hashtag Gink. Do you think JJ's offseason didn't go very well with healing from that knee injury? Possibly they weren't able to work on his mechanics enough. Love the content, how you guys split stuff up.
Wow, thank you.
It's a good point. Like maybe he wasn't ready enough to do the proper mechanics. Like he couldn't push off. He couldn't do the proper footwork. Reports were back in April that he was on the field doing everything normally. So they could have been lying to us. I kind of hope he's right here. Like that would make me feel a little better if that's why he was so sloppy and Josh McCown just doesn't suck at his job.
Boz Daddy. I don't know. He had the other off season before that, didn't he? Before he got hurt?
No, he hurt it August.
Well, I know, but he had the whole training camp. I mean, he had everything.
Well, unless he lost it. I mean, weren't fine tuned.
Lost what?
His mechanics, what he learned, muscle memory was off. I don't know.
Nah, he sounds like he really loves JJ McCarthy. I'm not buying into this at all. I mean, when the Vikings drafted him, he had the rookie mini camp, he had training camp, he had everything. The first thing they're going to look at is mechanics, right?
And they
saying he forgot it?
I don't know. I'm trying to help Greg out here.
No, I think Greg loves JJ a lot, and I think he's given a valid pass, but I'm not buying that for $1 million.
Well, I never had a knee injury like that, so I don't know what you can do. And maybe it did screw him up. Maybe it did screw up his mechanics. The injury itself did.
No way.
Well, I'm going to come with a crowbar and take out your knee, and we'll see what your mechanics are in 8 months.
Seems like the mechanics should be the one thing that you stick with. Like that, those are the things that
unless you literally can't do some of the footwork because of the pain. I mean, that's the one thing. And then maybe that changes how you start doing it and you get in a bad habit. I don't know. I don't see what goes on. Vic Ryder, thank you very much for that. Ellis Greg with the interesting one, and get your thinking cap on for this one. You've done a lot of prospect interviews for the draft throughout the years. Which one impressed you the most? Would also accept a top 3.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I got one that jumps out, and there's one I feel like I'm really forgetting.
I got my top 3 for sure.
Well, if you got top 3, I'm gonna say Kobe Turner. That dude was just super impressive. Talking about his celebration and his history with his backup music. He definitely jumped out and he impressed the shit out of me, and now he's a hell of a football player too. But Kobe Turner really was one that kind of knocked my socks off. And again, I love all our interviews. Like someone comes on the show, I'm always going to support them. We appreciate all the time they give us for those.
Well, you might as well keep going. I got a top 3, and I got them. I think I got them nailed.
No, go ahead. I just I want to see if some of you guys. I feel like I'm forgetting a couple guys. I saw this one late too.
My top 3 was Dalton Reisner for sure, number 1. Cole Strange 2, because I couldn't believe he actually wanted to come on the show, because at that point he was pretty much a surefire second rounder. When he went first round, I think we were all like,
never a first rounder, yeah.
No, but he was starting to get in the second round. So Dalton Reisner, Cole Strange, and then Jalen Coker. Jalen Coker, the wide receiver for the Panthers. Like when we interviewed him, he was looked at as like a undrafted free agent type guy. And when he came on, he was fantastic. He was just laying back, answering all these questions. Just, I don't know if you were on that one or not.
Yeah, I was on Coker.
But like, and then it turns out he's a hell of a football player. Like this dude's going to get paid this offseason. I think he's a free agent. Jalen Coker was a big part of that Panthers offense. So that it's fun when you get these guys on that all of a sudden just go in the league and light it up. And we've had a handful of those guys. So Jalen Coker and Kobe Turner is a great example. Kobe Turner was the guy that was looked at as like a 5th round guy, maybe went to the Rams. He's one of the best damn defensive linemen in the league.
He really is. And just a cool dude. Who was the one, the guard who went to Carolina? Last name started with Z, Zavala. He was good too.
Yep, Chandler Zavala. He was at Stanford. He was good. Max Brosmer was awesome because he ended up going to the Vikings.
Craig Woodson last year.
Yeah, we've had Craig Woodson. What did he go like round 3
or 4, and now he's in the Super Bowl.
That's there's nothing better than doing the interviews. We just had a great one today with Stroman from Notre Dame. So check that out. But it's just a fun time of the year. These guys are great.
Yeah, they are great. Good question, Ellis Gregor, by the way. Chris Vikings 30. Which number would you rather see retired first, 22 or 84?
Oh, wow. 22 or 84. Well, I'll let you go.
I'm actually, this is going to be weird. I'm not a big fan of retiring numbers just because at one point you're going to eventually run out. Unless you can like temporarily retire them for a while. But of those two, if we were going to go with what you had to do, I would go 84.
Yeah, the Vikings have retired a handful of numbers. I'm going 22 because the fact that it should have already been retired. I mean, Paul Krause was 22. So when you have Paul Krause plus Harrison Smith and that thing's not retired, you're doing something severely, severely wrong. How is that not retired?
Yeah, I don't know.
Paul Krause should have retired it alone. And now you have Harrison Smith? I don't get it.
Well, maybe you'll get your wish. Lord Duncan's got a question. Hashtag Genki starts it out. Besides Joe Burrow, hefty cost, and check down Charlie, stay away. Are there any other veteran quarterbacks you'd like us to grab for next year?
Gross. No.
I got one.
Well,
Jameis Winston, baby.
You always talk. They could have signed him. I know you'd love it, but they could have done this like 10 times already. They clearly want nothing to do with them.
They should have done it. We would be in the playoffs.
Really? I don't think we would have been.
You see the quarterback play we had? He might have thrown 8 interceptions with our defense. We'd have got the ball back.
Veteran quarterback, I do have an answer. I would say Aaron Rodgers or Kirk Cousins. I would take those guys with no legs before.
You can't take check down Charlie. That's who he didn't want you to take.
I don't care.
Lord Duncan, Mumbai doesn't care about you at all. Last one, it's going to be from T-Bass, so get ready for this.
Uh-oh.
Good evening, sirs. First off, I'd like to congratulate you on your recent milestone of subscribers. It is a great accomplishment.
T-Bass.
It should be celebrated. From the minute JJ McCarthy was drafted, I was bombarded with unsubstantiated hype. Here are some
you guys be nice to T-Bass.
Here are some all-time goodies. Please rate these as 1, most likely true, 2, remains unseen, 3, that's just pure poppycock.
Of course, poppycock.
All right. Number 1, JJ McCarthy played Little League hockey up to age 12. This means he has hockey player mentality and hockey player toughness.
I don't remember his scale, but that means nothing to me.
I actually think this is most likely true. We've seen it. Like he freaking body. You check that guy from the Packers. Like he gets fired up.
He played till he was 12.
Yeah, I still think that's instilled in you to be aggressive. Your parents tell you to be aggressive. I don't even think
it's allowed to check when you're in 12 years old.
Oh, you can check it. You're clear. No, you can't.
That's playing hockey, really close.
You're also watching hockey, so I think he's bred as a hockey player. I think some of that does show through. I really do. I think it does. I'm gonna say that one has some truth.
I don't remember. The only thing I was doing when I was 12 was looking at my dad's horrifying nudie mags. To be clear, my dad didn't have Playboy. He had the grossest. Like, this is my first thing. I finally I'm like, you know what? Me and my buddies were like, yeah, maybe let's try to find my dad's nudie mags. We find them. The most horrifying, graphic. I wanted a Playboy. What we got was
maybe you should have played hockey instead.
Full-fledged pornography on page. It was horrifying. So yeah, that's what I remember when I was 12. Hockey, that's BS. If he like played all through school, it'd be one thing. 12 years old, no way.
No, I think it's a mindset you get in you. Number 2, JJ McCarthy has won at every level he's played in. This means he'll most definitely win a Super Bowl with the Vikings.
I'll buy into that one. Absolutely. Some people are just born winners. Some people are lucky winners. Look at when Cam Newton came out of college. He went to a couple colleges, high school, everything. That's what his MO was. Winner, winner, winner. He's done it everywhere. So I will buy into that one 100%.
I'm going to go remains unseen. We don't know what he's going to do with the Vikings. What we've seen this year was fucking gross. So,
what was the question? I thought you said, is he a winner?
Because he's won at every level he's played, and this means he'll most definitely win a Super Bowl with the Vikings.
But that's what they said before he played for the Vikings, right?
And we're supposed to say like how we rate that hype.
So before he played a snap with the Vikings, I would rate that hype heavily. I'm not putting what he's done. So like when I bought into that is what I'm saying. Like he was a born winner. He's won. If you're going to put into what he did with the Vikings, that's different.
Number 3, JJ McCarthy was handpicked by Kevin O'Connell. That's most likely true just from what's come out this week.
Yeah, I mean, I would say handpicked by both of them, it sounds like.
And, I mean, handpicked after he knew he couldn't get Drake May. That should also be put out there.
Nobody could get Drake May.
JJ McCarthy was not soft bench. It actually was a high ankle sprain.
I believe he was soft benched. He was active. I believe the fact that they didn't want him on the field, like everything that's come out now that Kevin O'Connell saying he wasn't ready. I think KOC like maybe won that fight. We're basically like, all right, he can be the emergency quarterback. If you're the emergency quarterback, you can play. That was weird.
He wasn't for a while though, right? It wasn't like till game 3.
Yeah, but at the end of it, he was the third quarterback. So to me, even you can go back and look at the videos when we did this. We were like, why would he not be playing? This makes a ton of sense. Like basically, they didn't want him on the field.
Was that after the concussion, or was that after or what did he have in there? That was a finger. He had like 3 injuries.
I don't care. I don't remember. I don't care what it was. But if you're the emergency quarterback, clearly you can play. You've been cleared to play. So that was bad. And I think that if I remember it, that's when Carson Wentz couldn't really move, and they were still putting his ass out there.
And that's why I think I would go partially on this one. I don't know if that's even an answer, but because I think he was hurt those first couple of games, like he could not have gone out there. But yeah, like you said, when he's the emergency quarterback, why is he not starting then if he's good enough to be that? Number 5 in
embarrassing.
In year one, after a few practice completions in a preseason game, JJ McCarthy should be starting in front of Sam Darnold.
Well, I don't know who was telling him that, but even in that preseason training camp, they were saying Darnold was going to be was the heavy favorite to start, right?
They were,
It was going to be a tough climb to get over him.
I'm confused, really, what we're supposed to do, honestly, on this one. I was on the camp that McCarthy would win the starting job. I know that. And who knows if he would have kept playing the way he did against the Raiders, maybe he would have. But obviously now it's poppycock. I don't know if I'm looking at it now. I mean,
poppycock. I will say this: like when you draft a quarterback like JJ McCarthy, when you draft a quarterback like Christian Ponder, Teddy Bridgewater, when they're in training camp, even at practices or preseason playing against third, fourth team, everybody's getting excited about every little thing they do good. If you're not getting excited about it, you, sir, are a Debbie Downer. Like you have to be excited about it. So even back to JJ McCarthy's rookie season when he was having good preseason or training camps, that was a wonderful thing. Of course we got excited about it. But I think Darnold I think they were pretty much saying, I mean, the beat writers are like, he's probably going to start regardless.
Yeah, and he didn't play much that preseason either, did he? I feel like he did.
Darnold? No, I don't think so.
All right, last one. It's all about his age. Give the kid a break. He's only 22.
No, I won't buy into that one.
I'm going to go remains to be seen on that one.
I feel like you've done that a lot.
Oh, I've had to on these ones. It's just he's 22. Yeah, there is some merit to that, but he also has been playing football for a long time, and like some of the things we saw from him, some of the things we seen him do, the decisions he made, especially under stress, was horrible. And like, can he overcome that even with age? I don't know, but the flip side of that is we have seen quarterbacks get better as they progress. Obviously, as they marinate. Look at Sam Darnold, where he is now. So I think this is definitely part of it. I'm sick of hearing about it, and I've spouted it plenty of times myself. But we do have plenty of examples of guys who do need some time to develop.
Yeah, I think T-Bass's main point with this little exercise here was basically like everybody had the hype and he didn't live up to it. I mean, that's what I'm getting out of this thing.
I think
everybody gets excited, and the way where I'm at with JJ McCarthy is I love the hype. I loved everything about it. I loved every practice that he ripped it up. I loved the training camp where he ripped it up. I love the Bears where he came back and won. Like, you can sit and just completely look at all the dog shit stuff he's done, but to have hope, man, you got to buy in. You got to buy into this stuff. And I don't care about his age. I don't care about his mechanics. We've seen plenty of quarterbacks in this league go out there and absolutely rip it up with the worst mechanics ever. Look at Phillip Rivers. If you saw that guy playing catch out in the yard, you'd think he's never thrown a football in his life. Where we're at now is basically may the best man win. And that's where I'm at. So I don't give a crap about it. So we'll see. Bring in some competition. Best man.
Well, that's a great segue because we do have a lot of quarterback rumors going around. I rounded up 4 of them. Someone say the player that was named, and these are some trades, some free agency. And this is 1 to 10. Like, how would you feel if the Vikings made this move? Let's start with the big one. Came out this week, just earlier. Vikings willing to go all in to get Joe Burrow. 1 to 10. How would that make you feel? 10 being the happiest.
Are we saying 1 to 10? So how happy you would be, or how?
No, let's go. How excited would that make you to go all in? Which I think I've seen like 3 first-rounders, JJ McCarthy, Jonathan Grenard, part of that package.
So how happy you would be, not how like the chances of it happening.
Not chances, just what your opinions would be if the Vikings did this move to be
either the new
quarterback or competition.
If we trade for Joe Burrow, so Norpheus 4 too expensive. If we trade for Joe Burrow, it's a fucking 100. I don't give a shit what we give up for him. Do not care. I don't care that he's had injury issues. I don't care anything in the past. Joe Burrow is a guy that can take you to the Super Bowl. If it doesn't work 5 years from now and you ask me, I'd still tell you it was 100. We went all in. We're trying to win a Super Bowl. You go all in on it. Give me a break. If nobody's excited about that, the fact that the owners are willing to do all of that to win a Super Bowl, then you're living in fantasy land. Enjoy your 9-7s, your 11-6s, whatever.
And I'm sick of all that. I'm sick of the 11-6s. I'm sick of the 9-7s. I'm sick of the good season didn't quite get theirs. Yes, it's a 10. Like you said, it's 1,000. I'm ready for this move. Would I wish JJ McCarthy be the future? Yeah, sure, great. But I want to win football games. I want to win them this year. And Joe Burrow can bring us that with this defense and the weapons you already have on offense. It would make us an instant Super Bowl favorite. The other one,
LS nailed it. F those picks, whatever. You do anything you can to win a Super Bowl, even if it doesn't work. Give me a break.
Trading a 2nd-round pick for Mac Jones. 2nd rounder.
0. I'd be a 0. I'm come on here and take a shit right on this live thing. I hate it.
Well, the thing that sucks when you start delving into the draft and who could be there with that 2nd round, like there's a lot of needs you could fill. A lot of good players are going to be there, especially where the strength of this draft is. You're going to see some good safeties there, some good inside linebackers, some guys who could really be game changers. And to pass that, give that away for Mac Jones, yeah, not interested. I'll give this one a 1.
0. The thing with Mac Jones is I this is completely different than like a Sam Darnold type of signing. And I know this is a trade, but like I feel like Mac Jones, even with the Niners, kind of has already peaked. Like Sam Darnold had all the tools. He had everything you wanted in a quarterback. Even when Mac Jones was drafted, it was a surprise he went that early. He's some more of that safer type of quarterback. It's like I don't think he's a dude that leads you to a Super Bowl. He might get us to the playoffs.
Yeah.
But like he's not like the guy that like, well, we're gonna really hit some untapped potential here. I think that potential's been hit. He needs a lot of guys around him.
I don't think he's gonna win you games on his own, but he can run the offense and he can make it. So you actually have an offense at times, which we did not last year. To me, it's that 2nd round. The 2nd rounder is way too high for a guy like Mac Jones. Not interested.
If it was a 3rd rounder, I think it'd still be a 0. Maybe
4th
even a
rounder, we'd start talking. Kyler Murray. I know TPP has really been pushing the Kyler Murray narrative. Kyler Murray never really seen compensation mixed with this. But what if we traded for Kyler Murray?
I did a video the other day, and it sounds like all the beat writers are pretty much on the same page. For Kyler Murray, it would be a 2nd rounder. That's it. Straight up second round pick.
Okay, see, to me that's too much. Like when Kyler Murray's on, like he's damn good. When he's on fire, he can be one of the best quarterbacks in the league. But bad Kyler Murray is Max Brosmer-esque. Like he's throwing balls in the dirt, he's throwing balls short, he's running as he's trying to get tucking down. He kind of does a lob thing. Like he gets really bad at times. So it doesn't excite me. And for a second round pick, hell no, zero, not interested.
I would. So you have this lower than Mac Jones in a second round pick. You had Mac Jones at a 2.
Did I have 2? I thought I said 1.
Well, still lower. I will say this. I'll take
Kyler. I don't know.
So if it's down to second round for Mac Jones or Kyler Murray, I'm taking Kyler Murray a million times out of a million.
Well, he does still have the upside. I still think he has that over Mac Jones.
Well, it sounds like you want Mac Jones over Kyler Murray, though.
I would take him. I think I would.
You would take Mac Jones over Kyler Murray?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, no, I would. I would. So I would say I would take Kyler Murray just for the entertainment purposes alone over Mac Jones. I would say Kyler Murray would be like a 4. I mean, nobody's excited about Kyler Murray. I don't think he's going to lead us to the promised land. He would just be fun to watch. So I'll give him a 4 just for that.
Yeah, and then the last one I saw out there was Vikings acquiring Anthony Richardson. And this would
be a 10 for me, easy.
Oh, really?
Well, the 10 meaning he's going to come in, he's going to cost nothing, and you have a little project on your hands. He's not coming in to start.
We already have a project on our hands.
No, I'm just saying, if they trade for Anthony Richardson, it's not because I wouldn't even assume JJ McCarthy would be here. It would be a 10. He's got all the upside in the world. He went to the Colts. Talk about young quarterbacks going somewhere when they're not ready. This is the definition of it. And let him hang out and see what happens. I don't want him here starting, but it would be an easy 10. He'd be free.
Well, there's two different things. You were saying JJ McCarthy's not here. That's a different story. But if you bring him in with JJ McCarthy and those two are battling, to me, you got two guys who are in the same boat. Like potential, hasn't shown anything. They both take themselves out of games. Like I think you have two of the same guys here. I don't know if you're upgrading the quarterback room by bringing Anthony Richardson in. So if JJ McCarthy's here, to me, this is a 0. We need someone who has experience, who has won football games, and another guy who's a project. So
who's won football games?
Joe Burrow.
Oh, I thought you were talking with JJ McCarthy.
No, a veteran or someone out. Like, no, we can't have two guys.
I'm not saying he's replacing. He's not replacing a guy that's going to come in and start. Like, to me, if the season started tomorrow, would you rather have JJ McCarthy or Anthony Richardson as your starting quarterback?
Man, that's actually a tough call.
I'm taking Anthony Richardson every damn time.
I might take JJ McCarthy. I haven't seen it. I mean, what has Anthony Richardson proven?
Nothing.
But I haven't seen like the highlights of his shit plays, so I actually have to compare those.
No, Richardson's looked really, really bad. But JJ McCarthy, I mean, I know you're kind of giving him a lot of excuses tonight, but he's looked horrible.
100% he's looked horrible.
He's looked worse than Christian Ponder.
Yeah, for what we've seen so far, 100%. But Richardson's no upgrade. That's why I don't understand
the only reason I'd say Richardson is it's because at least we get to see something different. I mean, I'll take a different flavor of shit all day long than just seeing that same crap.
I'm talking like the way it feels.
Just anything, the way it feels, the way it looks, the way it smells, everything. My point is I wouldn't want him to be here to start at all.
If you like, I don't know. I don't think you're gonna get, but like if you had like McCarthy, Richardson, and a veteran, I mean that would be a little better. That's an improved quarterback room.
Oh yeah, why not? I mean, what's Anthony Richardson gonna cost?
You can't have like Richardson, McCarthy, and Bro.
No, that is to be clear. That was not my battle. That was not my battle. He would have to come in, and either McCarthy's gone, or like you said, there's a guy that's really standing out to get the job.
All right. Let's go to free agent crush of the week. What
do you got?
I went cornerback again. This one's going to cost some money, but Alontae Taylor from the Saints. What do we need is a guy who can tackle. 293 career tackles, 7 sacks. This gives Brian Flores a new toy. Blitz in that corner. Alontae Taylor, cornerback, New Orleans Saints.
That dude's going to cost a shit.
That's what I said. I said he's going to be expensive. We can go to fantasy land here. There's no rules. 199 pounds, 27 years old. He was the 5th out of 114 cornerbacks for receptions allowed with 62 last year. Like 11.1 million per year he's projected. So yes, he would be a major signing. But dude, like we need corners who can tackle. This guy can tackle.
Alante.
One bar said, "Screw it, he's leaving." Comfortable getting up for Burrow. Honestly, 3 1s and some players. If that got us a Super Bowl trophy, I would not complain one bit. Would it ruin drafts for a while? Sure. It dampen draft day, but definitely worth it. I'm so sick of not winning and not getting there and having guys who are on our team play in this game. I'm sick of, experience of that through them. Oh, he was a Viking. Let's be happy for him. Fuck that. Let's be happy for the Vikings for once. That's where I'm at. And Alante Taylor will get us there, this cornerback. No, Jennings Dunker, this dude, he's got that beautiful, beautiful flowing red mullet. Absolutely fantastic. Nitzberg, I don't know what's with the -3344. 3 1s and my ex-wife. That's nice of you. Gary, did you also partake in dry January? I sure as hell didn't. I'm doing dry Wednesdays right now, at least for a while. The ship is sinking. Anybody else got any free agents they're interested in? See the Vikings get? Could be a bargain. Maybe it's a hell. Gary ain't doing no dry January. Screw that, he says. Logan Jones at 82. I like that kid from Duke. Brian Parker II. He's nice. All right, who's your free agent crush of the week?
I went back to the running back position. So I was it last? I don't know. I feel like I've had Breece Hall on here before, but I'm going Travis Etienne because he's much cheaper. Much cheaper. I mean, right now his projections are like $7-8 million a year. Etienne, I mean, Breece Hall is the big boy. We've got a lot of looks at the draft. Those 2 fellas from Notre Dame are very, very tempting. But Etienne, I'm not going to talk about him. We know how good he is. He can catch the ball. He had over 1,000 yards with the Jaguars. And the price tag alone, he's the perfect complement to Jordan Mason. Like, we all want that guy that can catch the ball, that's fast, that can hit the holes. And Etienne, I don't think the Jaguars are going to bring him back. I would love this, man. That is my free agent crush.
Yeah, I wouldn't be upset about that at all. Going over to draft crush, I actually went with running back for my draft crush. Katron Allen from Penn State. Penn State running backs, they shoot those things out like a freaking mama kangaroo. 4,800 rushing yards, 4,180 rushing yards, 39 touchdowns, 7 receptions, 494 receiving touchdowns, 494 receiving yards, 4 receiving touchdowns. Thick, powerful. The vision is there. He can get through the hole. One cut, he's gone. He's probably quicker than fast. Probably not great long speed. He could get maybe taken down. He's very similar to Jordan Mason. Like, you got the war horse and the war hammer, but you can pound the shit out of defense and wear them the fuck down throughout games. Wear them down with these 2 hammers, pounding you all day long. I've loved Katron Allen for a long time. One of those guys, 3rd, 4th round, snap this guy up. Boom.
Yeah, no, I love it. I'm really on board with just going the opposite of Jordan Mason, but having 2 guys that can absolutely pound the hell out of it and wear down that defense, that is not a bad thing. I went with a guy that we continuously talk about when it comes to mock draft. He's always there. Well, maybe we'll take this guy. It's Lewis Bond from Boston College, the wide receiver. Lewis Bond, he's built like a running back. He's a slot receiver, but he's tough as shit. He reminds me of Jarius Wright when the Vikings had Jarius Wright. Just this guy in the slot. Chain mover. That's what we need when you got a guy like Justin Jefferson, maybe it's Jalen Naylor, Addison, whoever it is, but throwing this guy there when it's 3rd and 4, when it's 2nd and 6, you put this guy out there and he's going to get you the first down. He's not going to get you 75 receptions a year, but he's going to get you those tough-ass first downs. It's funny, his pro comp, KJ Osborne.
Oh.
KJ Osborne.
Say what year?
I mean, this guy he's not projected to be a 2nd round pick. He's projected to be a 5th, 6th round pick. And to get a guy like that who could be your slot receiver, hell yeah, I'll take a KJ Osborne in the 5th, 6th round. He had and also a cherry on top, he can return punts. 88 receptions last year. Lewis Bond is a guy that I like probably more than I should.
No, I like him too. I tend to. There's actually a few receivers in that 5 to 7 range I like quite a bit. Ellis Gregor, he loves Bryce Lance. Yeah, I think it's time to do a mock draft now.
Do it. Mock draft. We're going to be bringing you guys on. First come, first serve. Let's do it. There's the link. Get your butts on here. Let's make this lickety split.
Lickety split. Delicious treat. Frozen treat at the local Dairy Queen.
All right. I got to make sure I do fast. Last time it was very slow. 7-round Vikings. Get your butts on here. There's the link. Last week's mock, I think, was pretty damn good.
Yeah, I think it was. Oh, I hear a vibrator.
All right, so get that link or hit that thing up. We got Montemita. I think Montemita gets first pick overall. Hey, Montemita, what's going on, buddy?
Wow.
You get the first pick overall, man.
Lucky
Let's
duck.
go. I did not think
pressure.
I logged on soon enough for that. All right.
Who do you want?
Well, it's still going here.
I'm just curious. You got someone who's hoping for.
We're rejecting the hell out of these
reject
things.
all those crap traits.
All right, you got Jermod McCoy. You got Peter Woods.
McCoy. Okay.
Kenyon Sadiq. Denzel Boston. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Any position you want to see?
Yeah, the defense.
The defense.
All right, which one?
Oh crap. What's
D-line, cornerback, safety. What are you thinking?
Rusher.
All right, edge rusher. Gross. Don't do it.
No, let's go safety.
Don't influence the kid. Come on.
You got him Emmanuel McKeel Warren.
Yeah, Dylan Feeman.
A lot of pressure, man. I'm gonna go back to the all just so you can peek again.
Yep, Jim McCoy.
So you got McCoy, cornerback, very good. Peter Woods, defensive lineman, very good.
Okay, we're gonna go Peter Woods.
Yeah, Peter Woods. That's a great pick, Montemita.
Montemita goes for the Peter.
Great pick, buddy.
You never go wrong with picking a Peter.
Oh, great.
Well said,
no, hard. Montemita, well done. See you, buddy.
Oh, wow.
All right. I like it. We got T-Bass coming on here. I feel like T-Bass, I'm going to reject these for him.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got to get rid of Montemita before I watch him do something weird. All right,
yeah,
he's
I
gone.
don't want to see that.
T-Bass, we got a defensive lineman. You got to be happy.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I congratulations on 16K and subscribers.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that.
Thank
You
you,
guys are
T-Bass.
getting pretty famous there.
I don't know about that.
Have your life changed at all yet? Has like college girls throwing panties at you? Are celebrities calling you to hang out?
It's usually men your age who throw their underpants at me.
Yeah, and they're not panties. They're breeches and underpants.
And hey, I went back. I wrestled the shovel.
Oh God, he got the shovel back.
That's a hell of a number 2 that you got there, man.
Wow. Okay, so I'm interested in safety, cornerback, or running back.
Well, I got to be honest. You got McNeil Warren, safety, staring at you in your face.
There you go, then. Take him.
There you go.
All right.
Great pick.
There you go.
Great
Love
pick.
that.
Congrats, guys.
Love it, man.
Congratulations.
See you, buddy.
Great-
Appreciate it,
Great
man.
prop usage too.
D-Bass is the shit. He's the shit. That's a great pick. We got a great draft so far.
Yeah, we do. Hey,
Pittsburgh, what do you got? Who do you want?
You know what? Just fuck to do. Let's just get Joe Burrow and win the championship.
There you go.
You know
boy.
what? We have it. You know what? You know what the funniest thing is? We fired 2 general managers in the same day.
Did we?
Yeah, the Twins GM got fired also.
Oh yeah, you're right.
How many years have been doing this? One ball? Way too long.
We're getting a Super Bowl this year, man. We got it.
I'm tired of waiting.
Nah, it's worth it. It'll make it worth it.
Okay, what did T-Bass just do?
We got a defensive lineman and a safety. We're doing very, very well here.
Do we still need a quarterback if we draft a quarterback?
We do not want to draft a quarterback right now.
Ooh,
I will
Carson
tell you that.
Beck is still out there.
Carson Beck is balls. He's like 48 years old.
Man, make his pick.
About is Surrender out there? for Andy Simmons?
Who?
The Indiana quarterback.
I know he was going to go one.
No, he's gonzo. So here's the best available. We got a cornerback, Keontae Scott. Let's see. Connor Lewis, center, Malik Muhammad, cornerback.
One ball, you can go first, and I can go after you. How about that?
No, you're up, man. This is your pick, buddy.
Oh, okay.
You can just tell me to shut up.
I'm making the rules here.
I know. I love breaking rules.
Love it.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
That's a very moisturized hand that is on the screen.
I just had 3 things of M&Ms today, too, by the way.
They must be bouncing out the walls.
And I'm on my second Coke, too.
Jeez.
Oh, great. That's where he's going to piss the bed tonight.
Let's go defensive tackle. Who's out there for DT?
All right.
Double dip.
Is Jonathan Allen still going to come back?
Sounds like it.
How about Hugo?
No, I'm not sure yet. Sounds like you might.
D-line's pretty gross, to be honest.
It is. How about linebacker?
Oh, there you go.
All right, linebacker. Harold Perkins, Kyle Lewis.
Kyle Lewis had good reviews at the Senior Bowl.
You're the boss here, T-Man.
I'm going to go the kid from Texas A&M. I can't pronounce his name.
All right, Tyreen York.
Hey, I have a question. Do you want me to do you need my mock drafts in soon?
Yes, we will definitely be in touch, T-Man. We will be needing that very soon.
Do you ever talk to David?
Every day.
Mm-hmm.
His mom got sick again.
Oh man.
Well, we'll be sure to touch base with.
And stay safe, but stay away from down.
I can smell those fingers.
You know what? Stay away from downtown Minneapolis right now too.
All right, man.
Have a good
later,
night.
T-Man.
See you, T-Man.
T-Man's got his dick beaters all over the screen.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
How we doing?
How you guys?
You got to put your hand on the you got to put your beaters on the
I'll
screen.
just do it.
Hey.
Those dick beaters.
I know, right?
Oh,
It's not a bad draft so far. What do you think?
It's all right. It's all right.
Well, we got Woods, McNeil Warren, and I honestly don't know anything about Tyreen
he's
York.
very undersized, fast. He's tiny.
All right.
Yeah. Let's go running back.
Running back. There we go. Hold on.
Now he's 5'10", 235.
Go Emmett Johnson.
Emmett
Ooh,
Johnson.
nice. Good pick.
My boy. All right.
Hell of a pick, sir.
Well
Love
done.
it, buddy. Take care, man.
Have a good night, brothers.
Have
See
some
you, buddy.
M&Ms tonight on our T-Man.
All right. We got I'm gonna reject the hell out of this. We got Boz Daddy ready to make a hell of a pick. Boz, man, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
How are you liking this draft so far?
I think the linebacker, but I'm not gonna. It's okay. It's okay.
All right.
It's
All
okay.
right. That's better than
Let's
horrible.
go all.
All right, here you go.
We got offensive tackles, huh? Big time. Oh, which pick are we at right now?
We are at, I think, our 5th round pick, 161.
Where's that? I saw that offensive lineman there.
Drew Shelton.
Drew Shelton, Penn State.
Interior offensive lineman. They're right
DJ
there.
Campbell.
DJ Campbell from Texas. Grab him.
All right, Boz Daddy, hell of a pick, man. Well done, sir.
Boom.
Boz Daddy.
Boz Daddy.
Always good to see Boz Daddy. We got OKC all lit up, man. Merry Christmas.
Beautiful setup.
What's going on, guys?
Whoa.
Look at, he's got a picture, too.
That's a big cup.
Looks delicious.
You know we're going to get rid of number 3, so we need a wide receiver.
Oh, shit. All right, let's go. Let's go. Wide receiver, we got Kevin Coleman, Brennan Thompson, Eric McAllister.
Cyrus Allen. Jalen, our boy was talking of Cyrus Allen.
What
Really?
are you guys seeing, man? TCU always gets – I'm in Big 12 country. TCU always has some pretty good wide receivers. That guy – what was that guy from Cincinnati?
McAllister. Eric McAllister.
You know, he's probably going to get a B or C rating, so it's going to bring down our average. But
okay.
that guy from Coleman, he played at OU for a bit. Eric McAllister. I'm gonna go TCU wide receiver. Like I said, he's probably gonna get a C grade, but we need a wide receiver.
All right, I
Don't worry about that grade, baby. I love it.
You grade yourself.
Enjoy that picture, buddy.
Yep.
See you, man.
All right.
OKC's having a damn blast.
Yeah,
I want to be in that garage. I want to be in that garage so bad.
Right. We got a couple left, or?
All right. So yes, we have 2 picks left. We've got Peter Woods. We got 2 starters right out of the gates. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Emmett Johnson's going to be a big role player. DJ Campbell, nice little depth piece. McAllister, I don't know anything about. We got 2 picks left.
Yeah. You want the first one?
Go ahead.
Give me a corner. Let's see what's that corner.
Yeah, that's definitely one thing we definitely forgot to get.
He's sticking out here. Oof.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Who's the first one? Devin Marshall.
I've at least heard of Devin Marshall and Marcus Allen.
Cyrock. We also need. We did get a linebacker. What offensive tackle? Anybody there? Rank ties. Look through. Give me. I'm just gonna go back to corner and give me Ephesians Prysock because I like to say it. Pry the sock off the doorknob.
All right. Let's go. So best available. My sweet Jesus.
Yeah. It gets kind of gross.
Oh, Jalen Stroman. Done.
What's he doing there?
Jalen Stroman was just on the show today. Notre Dame safety. This is not right. His projection is 4th round. Jalen Stroman will not be there. If he is, we would take him in a heartbeat. They gave him a D+. That's rude as hell. That makes no sense. All right, let's break this thing down. Peter Woods, loved it. McCoy was there, though. I would have took him.
I would have took McCoy, too, and I'm actually really starting to warm up to Caleb Banks as well. I think I'd actually prefer him over Peter Woods, but I'll take Peter Woods there, and I love Emmanuel McNeil-Warren at 49. I don't think he's going to be there. I think these simulators need to upgrade and update, but those first 2 picks are impact players on defense.
Yeah, McNeil-Warren, there's no way in hell he's there at 49. Peter Woods is still my top D lineman, though, so I love that. York, I don't know. Like I said, Emmett Johnson, huge pick, beautiful, A+ deserved. DJ Campbell, A+. McAllister, he was worried. He was getting a C. He got an A.
Look at Ephesians got Prysock got an A+. A+.
Jalen Stroman got a D+. Rude as hell. I would love this draft. I would love everything about it. We're still going to be hot and heavy. We got a lot more interviews coming down. I'm not going to blow the load yet, but we got a cornerback. We got a center. We got another wide receiver or a wide receiver. So stick around. It's the best time of the year.
Yeah. Thanks for hopping on. Thanks again for 16K. And guys, still time to put hashtag Ginkin, right? When are we giving that bad boy away?
Super Bowl Sunday, and we already have another signed jersey lined up, ready to go for the next one. So stick around. Hashtag, spoiler alert, hashtag AP.
Wow. All right, guys. Until then, remember this. Elephants hold the record among animals with over 200 billion sperm in an ejaculation.
Oh,